Okay, so welcome back to my second part of my leveling up video series from zero to hero. We now have red worms on our hook. I changed it to hook size 6, and now we have to figure out where can we find some bass. Bass are, as many of the fishes in the game and in real life, orientated to structure in the water, so as weed or reed. And maybe I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a weed bed in the a little bit farther than the middle of the river, in the direction of this green canoe. And we have reed on the shore, so there is a little tree. So what I'm gonna do is I first change depth. I was at 90 inch. I think that at the shoreline, at these reeds where I want to try it first, it is not so deep. I tested it, and something about 35 inches a good depth for the shoreline here. So, and what I else gonna do, I want to cast a little bit further out, and then you can, by pressing F11, you can change from the flip to the overhead cast. And then let's do it this way. Okay, you see the bobber is hanging slightly to the side, so maybe we're a little bit too deep. So go a few inches shallower. It's maybe a good idea in the next cast, but we already get nibbling. So I don't want to retrieve until we get a bite. Maybe you noticed we can only cast 60 feet out with this rod in this setup, so the reeds on the other shore aren't target for our baits. We only can fish in the surrounding of 60 feet. I hope we get a bite soon. Maybe I can trigger the fish by just retrieve a little. Now the bobber stands. So let's see if this does the trick. Yeah, there is some action. No, but not a clear bite. Wait for a clear bite. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's see what we get. Hopefully a bass. So there is a young largemouth bass. You see, we get five stars for this bass. It's the same amount than we get for our catfish. So in this point in leveling up, the bass isn't more worth than a young channel catfish, but there's something to keep in mind. this catfish is nearly a pound heavy, and the catfish is 1.5 pounds around. And if you remember, I said our stringer can only kept a total of, if I remember correctly, 9 pounds. So we can catch in one single day more young largemouth bass and keep them than we can do it with young channel catfish. And as we had to pay for every day, it's maybe a good idea to go for the young largemouth bass, because we can catch more in one day and earn more money. But to the money point, I will say something soon when we look in our fish keeper how much money we earn. I want to show you a second place where you can try to catch some of the bass. Now we go deeper again, something about, oh no, 85 or 87. You have to figure it out, and that's this weed bed there. You see it behind the highlighted area where I can cast. You can see there's weed in the river, and we try to cast at the edge of the weed. And in the area around this weed bed, you can catch also some bass, and I was lucky to get some bluegills and stuff like that. So let's see if we can get one of the bass here. So you have a clue what to do when you do your own level up. Yeah, get some slightly nibbling. Let's see what we can get there, if we can catch one fish. You see out there the problem with the current and the slag line in the water is active again, more active than on the shoreline. Now we have a bite, and we had a fish. So let's see what we have here. Here we come. Oh, it's a bluegill. And you see the bluegill only gets 1 point, 1 star. But remember, what I want to say is, with bluegills you have in this early phase a chance of getting a trophy-sized one, a bigger one than that, and that gives more stars. What we're now gonna do, I think, is let's have a look in our keep net, and then I explain my tactics until I would say level 4. Okay, so see you there. Okay, so now we are in our fish keeper, and you see we catch different fish like bluegill, white crappie, young channel catfish, and young largemouth bass. And now we can see how many experience points we get. You see for the bass we get between 6 and 9 experience points. And for the channel catfish we get 4 and 5 stars. For the white crappie and the bluegill we get 1 and 2. So it's obvious that the young largemouth bass is at this stage, when you reach level 2 or 3, the best species to go after, because you can level up much faster. The second spot I show you where I catch the bluegill, sometimes you get trophy-sized bluegills, so you get some stars more, so you can choose between these spots. But tactic is to go after young largemouth bass until we can catch bigger fish. how we can catch bigger fish, I show you now. After our stringer is full and we fast travel to the next day, I show you. Okay, next fish. Oops, slack line. Oh, was lucky. Another young largemouth bass. So we keep them, and when our stringer is full, we fast travel to the next day. I go for 17 hours. Okay. Just to show you how to empty your. Then we press here extend, and if you press extend, it costs us $10 here, or $5 in mud water. So you see, I sell my fish, get my money, and have a empty fish keeper again. So we are at the next day. Maybe we travel to the best hours of the day. It's on a cloudy weather here in Mudwater. It's around noon. And I now show you the items I purchased after I arrived level 4. You see here these 4 items, all for gold. Gold coins. I get the Windcast 1500 for 4 gold, and the Braided Line for 2 gold or 6. This is 6 gold. And 3. Obviously, these is 3 items, not 4 items. And the third one is the 1/4 ounce bass jig. The fourth item isn't for gold, but obviously you need a spinning rod. So I bought the Yester 6.3, 6 feet 3 inches for $25. Prices I told you are all on the general mega store on the world map. If you go in the Mudwater shop here in Missouri, it's more expensive, so don't do that. Okay, now I switch to the rod, and now we are first of all, why I purchased these things. You can purchase another reel, but this reel for gold is the best you can get until level, if I'm correct, until level 11 or so. So this is a really good invest for a long time. This Windcast 1500 is a pretty good reel, and I suggest it to you. I bought the Braided Line because if you get hitched or snagged, you break so much time your line, and with the Braided Line, it's much better than you can. It's much easier to save your lure when you get snagged up. And the lure is obvious. This bass jig is a pretty good lure for bass. And why I purchased this for gold coins, because this is the only one with a 2x0 hook, and a 2x0 hook, it's bigger than in a number size 2 hook. Hook size, remember, biggest a 10 hook is smaller than an 8 hook, and obviously then the number 1 hook is the biggest, but bigger than number 1 is 1x0, then 2x0, 3x0. So the by 0 changed the direction of the counting. So okay, and now I want to show you what I do level 4. What now our goal are the bigger. Okay, don't forget to adjust the drag. Are the bigger bass. Okay, so I changed my reel in speed to 3. You see it on right down on 3, and keep on reeling in with speed 3. And after some time, I just go for a short time to reel in speed 2, and then for 3. So I can create a stop and go. bite. first fish here in the video for this equipment. And this equipment stays for pretty much rod, reel. Oh, and I forget something to say. I bought the hobby gear rod case that I can have 2 rods with me. So I have the normal match rod and the spinning rod. So let's see what kind of fish we get. It looks like a good fish, and it is. So okay, that's a nice fish. And you see with this bass jig, you're able to catch trophy-sized bass. The problem is, you saw the insert. This bass is too big for our fish keeper, because we only have we only can keep fish until 3 pounds, and this is 4.7. So we have to release this fish, but we get, you see it, 47 stars. So if we catch these, we can level up pretty fast. So I don't mind to catch them. I can release them. I just chat short. So let's see, and you not only can catch it on this side in the reeds, you can also go for the opposite side of the lake for the reeds. Oh, this was a little bit too far. It's hard to aim because you always cast a little bit farther than this aiming thing. So, and my retrieving method is 3 speed, go short time for 2, go back to 3. So this has another advantage. You see, we are now over this wheat pack in the middle. Now I have a snag, and you see I can go in the red, and there's a fish behind. And if you see there's a fish behind, go for shorter retrievement for a short time. And this is a smaller fish. This is a normal sized bass. So these bass we can keep. I keep it. Yeah, with my retrieving method, I retrieve the lure pretty much under the surface, let him sink for a short second, and then retrieve it again. The advantage is you don't get that much snags or hitches, because you are pretty much under the surface, so you can pull it over these wheat beds. It's pretty fast, and always keep an eye on your lure. Sometimes you see waves following your lure, and if you see that, go for 1, go for speed 2, go back to 3, go 2, go 3. So it's a good idea. So this time there's no fish. So if we don't get there, so another we go to another place, we look there. Another advantage of this bass jig is if you compare it with the spoons, they don't get snagged that easy. So what I do now, you can do, but it doesn't work good with a spoon. You can pull it through the weeds. Now I got snagged, but you see I can easy get unsnagged, and then you see the wave behind my lure. I go short. Yeah, another fish. So, and you see when you catch these normal-sized largemouth bass with about with 10 to 13 or 10 to 12 or 9 to 12 stars for each fish. I keep it. I go in the inventory to show you my keep net here. we get 13, 15 bucks rewards. We don't get bucks for our trophy-sized fish because we couldn't keep them. But after we reached level 6, I go back to the, yes, I want to leave. I go back to the global shop to show you something. I said yes, come on. Here we go. Okay, global shop. Landing and fish nets. We sorted for lowest level first. Lowest first here. So we are now level 4. We can buy this one, this KeepNet XS, but if you look, the max single fish weight is also 3 pounds. The only thing is we can catch more fish in one day, but as the traveling to the next day only costs $5, it isn't that hard, that big difference. You see, these bass are 2-pounders, and with our stringer we can keep 9 pounds, and with this we can 13 pounds. These are 2 fish that you can buy it, but I don't see the point in it. With level 6 we can buy them fish jail stringer medium for 7-pound fish, and then we can keep our trophy sized fish. So what I did was I bought this short stringer as everybody do. Then I grind it up with this stringer until level 6, then bought this medium sized. Okay, and I don't go further. You say, okay, level 6, then we are in New York. And to be honest, I did one short trip to New York, but only to see the numbers for the fishes, because I want to see it in the open beta if they changed it or something. But what I can say for now is, if you look here, 200 travel costs, 50 bucks a day. So if we 50 bucks a day, this is an important thing. I will come to this when I show you for a short time New York, and I explain you why I don't suggest you to go to New York. Leave it to the side until you have enough money to do what you like. So, and then the next is Rocky Lake. Until level 8 you can't go there. With level 8 it's unlocked, so you can go to the Rocky Lake on level 8, and you see there is a day ticket for 230 for the travel. It's much, you see, but New York is 200 here, but 50 a day. Here it's 230 and 10 a day. So we are for 240 here and for 250 here. But for 250 I'm 2 days here, and here 300. For 3 days 260, and here 350. You get my point? In point of economics, it isn't a good idea to go to Emerald Lake, especially with these fish keepers who can't keep that much fish in one day. Yeah, you see what's the point I want to make? So I hope so far you enjoyed it. I had to explain it. I did it at the end. You see here level 13. I wanted to show you how I did it, but and made much recording until fishing, but I don't comment it while I'm fishing. I just recorded it, and I figured out that it's hard to do it in a smooth way to comment it afterwards. So I decided to go fishing again with the equipment I have at these stages, and show you and explain to you how I did and how I grind up. Okay. so far I think this is enough for the second episode of my From Zero to Hero series. Next episode I show you what's going on in New York and why I don't suggest you to travel to New York when you can. And keep staying in your home state, grind some money, grind some coins, and buy. This is the important thing at the end. Buy at the end when you reach level 6 this fishtail stringer, and then grind up until level 8. And level 8 you can go to Rocky Lake, Colorado, but you are not allowed to keep trouts. That's a short problem, but we can figure that out. And that we do in the next video. And in the final video of my series From Zero to Hero. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for my weird English, because it's not my native language. So sometimes I create German sayings in English, so it sounds a little bit funny. I hope you enjoyed it. Title lines to all of you. See you next time.